Hey, welcome everybody. It's the Crypto Crew here, and we also, come on Pat, let's get over here. You're not going to be on today? You should have told me.
I thought he told you.
Come on in. All right, well, Pat's taking the day off. So anyway, everybody, welcome to the Crypto Crew, and we got hopefully a good show for you today. We're going to talk about a few coins. Mm-hmm. We've got a few in mind, but we also want to change things up a bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, we want to get a little more audience participation, so we're going to be picking coins, and we're going to give everybody the option to kind of choose.
That's why we got the fishbowl.
What kind of coins that we're going to be talking about. We think that just helps everybody understand the options and the opportunity that they have.
So if you got a favorite coin, or you got one that you kind of not sure about whether you want to get or not, it's your opinion. It's always good to get a lot of different views on it, and we might be able to add something that makes you make a decision one way or the other on buying something. But we're not trying to encourage you to buy one thing or another. We're just trying to get the facts out.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Just want to get the facts out on each one. It's called a coin analysis. It's not our recommendation in any way. So we've got some notes here. We've got two coins we're going to cover today. One is Theta. You brought that one up, Moses. Mm-hmm. You brought that one up, and then
Syscoin.
Mm-hmm. And I picked up on that one somewhere. I think when somebody suggested to cover a coin, I fell into that one. I thought, that's a good one to bring up. But we want more participation, like you said. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do three coins each week. One coin is going to be what we think we should cover because it's hot, and the other coin will be something that you guys choose, and it's going to be on a random basis. We're going to do a little what do you call when you pull in here, a little lottery, I guess. Mm-hmm. Or you just we'll choose a
coin analysis lottery.
Yeah, we'll just choose a coin out of the people who will subscribe and respond. And how you do that is that you just make you subscribe to the little subscribe button down below, and then hit on there the other little button that looks like a bell, which is a notification bell, and that way you'll know when we're on again. And if you won something or your pick was decided on because you were chosen, and the person who we cover that coin, I want to give you opportunity to get a free book called Bitcoin and Cryptocurrency, Your Roadmap to Wealth. And it's a book that I just finished writing, and it's not quite available yet. It'll be available on the 1st of March when the publisher prints them out. This is the proof copy, and it's a quick go-to guide to cryptocurrency and the pitfalls. There's chapters in here that I think will be helpful to people. Took a year to learn most of these things myself, and it'll put you in the fast track if you're a newbie for sure. And if you've been in it a while, you'll also pick up a couple things. So we talk about the big lies and myths in here, the blockchain, the pitfalls and scams that are out there. So whoever suggests, is a subscriber, suggests a coin, and we pull their name out of the list, then we will send you the book, and we'll also cover your coin.
Yep.
Okay? And the other coins people want to cover, we'll put them in the pot here, and because we're going to choose one out of here.
We're going to draft a coin.
Yeah, we're going to draft a coin like this one. Aurora.
Aurora.
We're going to do that one next week. Okay, I just picked it. Is that okay with you guys? Okay. Aurora. And if you would have put your the name of the coin you wanted and you didn't get selected and got the free book, at least you have an opportunity to get your coin covered by putting it in the fishbowl. So Aurora, I think I know it's a
it's an exchange.
It's an ERC 20 Ethereum coin.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can get it on either Ether Delta or
we'll have all that.
We'll have all that next week. We'll do all that information next week. So anyway, that's got that business out of the way. Mm-hmm. It's time to talk coins. Let's talk.
Ready to roll? Let's do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There was one thing though before we get into the coins. You brought up it was a new exchange or something. You sent me.
Kind
Gosh, it was interesting, and I want you to expound on it. I don't want to put you on the spot
You
here.
put me on the spot, man.
Okay, well.
Well, I know it's similar to CoinBase.
Well,
Oh yeah.
It's called Blockport.
yes, and does it have a coin that goes with it too?
Well, yeah, I think it does have a coin. It has a coin.
BPT.
Yeah, it has a coin with it.
BPT, okay.
And it's going to be competition for CoinBase in regards to being able to enter into the gateway to the cryptocurrency market. I know most people will acknowledge that CoinBase is the gateway to the cryptocurrency world.
And what's the main complaint with them right now?
Fees.
Fees and the other. You can only what,
$300? Yeah, you can only start off at, I think.
Are they going to let you? Or is this new outfit going to let you?
$300. I think it's going to be a little bit more. Yeah, it's supposed to be more user friendly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of people.
And you can start off with like $25,000.
There you go, man. So we'll talk about that one too. I mean, there's a lot in the crypto world.
I'm going to see if we can put it up here. Blockport. Blockport. Let's see what the coin goes for, just for the heck of it. Goes 49 cents.
49 cents.
So it's a new exchange that allows you to take fiat
money and convert it into the typical Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin.
Just like CoinBase.
Yeah. Just like CoinBase.
Huh.
It's not limited to 3 to 4 coins.
Are they here in the States?
That part I'm not exactly sure, man.
Well, why don't we talk more about that next week?
Next week.
It's brand new, and it has a coin, and we can talk about that next week. But I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's a good one. Okay, let's talk about Syscoin. Syscoin, what is it all about?
Syscoin is they got some big shoes that they're trying to do something. It's a decentralized marketplace, meaning that they're trying to be e-commerce, global commerce. They're trying to compete with eBay, Amazon, Overstock.com, and they want to be faster than them with they're trying to create their Lightning network to do their transactions even faster than eBay and Amazon. Is going to be on a broader scale.
Okay, so they're up here on CoinMarketCap for 57 cents. Now, when I first looked at it a few days ago, it was like 70 some cents, but everything's down right now.
It's a sale.
There's a sale going on, so you can get a sale on the Syscoin if you like it, but it's a coin that wants to be like.
They want to be a decentralized marketplace.
Okay, let's define that.
Yeah.
Meaning they want to be
They want to be global.
They want to be like an Amazon.
They want to be Amazon to the world.
Okay, and they want to be kind of like eBay too, because they want individual stores owned by individual people.
Right, but now remember, guys, they decentralized, so they're removing PayPal.
They're going to have their own. They're going to have their own coin you use.
I can sell to you. You can sell to me.
So what would you? I think they've got a working model up there.
Sure, they do.
Right now, they got a beta store, and you've got who else taking Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies out there in the store area? We got Overstock.com is going to beat them. They beat them.
Walmart is involved. Alibaba is going to be involved in it because remember these are huge
retail outlets.
So they're online. They got a challenge though because that's who they're going to be competing with. Now, of course, it's going to remove some of that fee in it because it's not it's going to be peer to peer. So you won't need PayPal.
Yeah, and actually, it won't be a centralized. Here's the really interesting thing about it. It won't be a centralized store like you see where it's all on one server sitting in one place. Right. At the big Walmart office or at the big Amazon office with a fulfillment center.
There you go.
What it will have the entire network on the blockchain, and it's just floating out there in cyberspace, you might say. It's built on a blockchain in cyberspace.
Right.
So it's fast.
It's going to be huge.
It's very accessible, and I would think that you could geo-target it by setting it up to only display, like in China, the China stores, in the Philippines, the Philippine store in their language, U.S., and you'd probably be able to tap into those other markets from other places in the world.
It's an awesome ideal.
Great idea.
It is. It's
going
to be a challenging ideal because, I mean, whether we want to admit to it or not, there's going to be some pushback from Amazon. There's going to be some pushback from Alibaba. They're not going to just say, "Come on in and let's do this." They're going to push back because that's what this world is about. Remember what we've always talked about. The cryptocurrency market is a disruptor. So it's disrupting the way we've used to do things. It's going from a centralized scenario to a decentralized scenario. This is a big challenge. I like it. That's why we're going to be watching this coin just to see what they do, because you got to, that's part of their white paper is that they want to be a decentralized marketplace.
They were kind of a sleeper for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, they were a sleeper for a while.
Yeah.
They kind of were supposed to be dead at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But they've kind of revived. They're doing a new rebranding of who they are. And they've got recently some money pumped into them.
Yeah, that's what it takes.
And they also are going to have a Canadian IPO that's going to run some of the store operations.
Yeah.
Which is a centralized group.
Centralized.
So it's going to be kind of a mix between the two.
So in other words, you can't block anyone getting in or getting out. No. So if I put my content out there, like I'm not slamming Facebook or anything, but if you put something out there on Facebook, they can shut you down.
Right.
On this, you can't be shut down.
Right.
It's information that you can be out there and everybody can look at.
Yeah, all your items, anything that you're putting on there can be sold. And I was still learning about this, guys, because I'm not that tax savvy or anything. But to what I read an article where they were saying that they are the first to kind of set up a Lightning network.
For speed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. So, matter of fact, I think I think it was CoinTelegraph I was reading where they were talking about that Syscoin was the first to kind of set up a Lightning network, because that's what's going to take them into a position where they're able to do this faster than Amazon and eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the key to this thing is transaction speed. How fast can you do a transaction?
Plus, they don't have to build it out all themselves.
Right.
No.
Because it's built out by the individuals who place the marketplace in that platform.
There you go.
So they build it with normal tools that any web developer would know of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me...
and it's not a closed system.
No.
Now, in September of 2017, they came out with their desktop wallet called Block Market.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is all brand new.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still in pretty much a beta stage. But these guys are not brand new, because the coin came out and their white paper came out in 2014.
So they've been...
In crypto time, that's a long time ago.
Right.
So they're not novices at building the blockchain. They got a lot of things, and they've met a lot of their roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
They have met many areas in their roadmap that they wanted to accomplish, have been accomplished, and they're really kind of proud of that. Even though they weren't making a bunch of money, because they came under a crowdfunding model before the ICOs.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't have buku's amount of money like these ICOs have delivered to companies.
But think about this too, guys.
So they were like bootstrapping it, you know what I mean?
But the other part of the cryptocurrency market went sideways for about 3 or 4 years. It went sideways for years. Then all of a sudden it went up.
Right.
So, we think the cryptocurrency market is it's always been like we thought it was, but
in 2017, because we're in it for about a year. Our experience has always been going up.
Right.
It did a lot of this over time.
There you go. So
you got
to look at all that part of the roadmap. So they on track for the roadmap.
They got something called Blockchain Foundry.
Yeah.
Now, the Blockchain Foundry was announced, and it had gotten a 3.3 million non-brokered private placement in financing for this store thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so the Blockchain Foundry plans to have an IPO on a major Canadian stock exchange by first quarter 2018. That's right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is right now.
Right
so
now.
these are big things that are moving.
Big moves for them.
Big moves. Of course, you know, places like the Open Bazaar, that's one of their big competitors. And they're going to have people like BitPay and SafeX and other blockchain providers of store currencies.
Yeah.
Because they're all involved in store currency. But look at the market. That's one thing I liked what I looked up here is you're talking about an industry that has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
The online store. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but last year, Christmas in 2017, I went to the mall and I could actually find a parking place, and it wasn't wall-to-wall people.
No.
Like it has been in the years
doing
before.
This every year.
It's been slowing down. I know you got to be living under a rock not to notice it. But when you talk about the now, I think there'll always be a place for people to go to a store and physically look at something and say, I want to buy that, you know. But it's reduced a lot because if you've already seen one, you can just go online and find a good deal and have it shipped to you. You can have it in 2 days.
There you go.
Okay.
There's not that many anchor markets holding up the malls anymore.
No.
They're in trouble.
They're in big time trouble.
Yeah.
And that's going to affect the real estate. But that's another story.
Yeah.
But anyway, industry retail market, yearly Shopify volume is at 20 billion. 20 billion, not million, billion. Okay. The yearly profit 600 million. The market cap's about 10 billion. eBay does 80 billion in volume yearly. The yearly profit of $8 billion. The market cap's about 40 billion to them. Amazon's 136 billion in volume. Its market cap is 580 million. That's more than what the whole entire more than the entire cryptocurrency market today. Let me show you that. What I'm talking about here. Look at that. Look up here on the top of the deal. 431 billion. The market cap.
So Amazon is bigger than the entire cryptocurrency market right now.
Is that the craziest or what?
And Amazon is already being challenged. There's a company in India that's competing with their market share in India, and it's just like them. And it's using the cryptocurrency technology. So they're aware, because they're losing profit share over in India right now. Because they have the technology to compete against them.
The disruption has started, guys.
It started.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it has. It's a disruption, and it's gonna be in our face eventually. But why shouldn't you profit on it now? It's inevitable. And the way to do it is to look into coins like Syscoin and see if they've got a solution, and if they've got an opportunity to use the technology in this space. And if you own some of it, by golly, you're going to be better off than.
There you go, man. We already told you what their purpose.
Or you can go buy Amazon.
Yeah.
And that's all at $1,200 or something.
There you go. You can do.
You got to buy a whole $1,200.
Yeah, $1,200. Or you can go out and do this. What's it? 57 cents for some Syscoin. You can buy that.
Buy a couple hundred things of that when it's up at $1,000.
You know what I'm saying? Then you can go dance because eventually. If this just gets 1% of the market, if it just gets 1%
of that $1,000,000,000 market,
500 billion,
man, yes.
See what I'm saying? So that's in there.
So we got a big opportunity.
It's an opportunity there.
Big opportunity.
But we were talking about earlier. What's the key word we got to teach people? They got to HODL. This is not a quick deal. This ain't going to happen like immediately. No. Although the store has gone out on the internet, I've looked at it, and it's in the beta stage. As they deploy it this year, it will grow. And it has a base of people like us who are cryptocurrency enthusiasts that are going to be aware of it and start using it.
There you go.
So they're going to have millions of people start using it, and it's going to get a start. But you're right. And when we HODL it, meaning hold on for dear life, if you know what that means, I explained that in my book, by the way. I'm going to give another unashamed. If you buy the book or win the book, I talk to you about all these terms we're using. But you have an opportunity
to sit for 3 to 4 years. If you're not willing to sit for 3 to 4 years.
I like what you said earlier. We had breakfast this morning early, And what was it that? And this is scary because we're all trying coins out, and we're all looking into these coins and buying some and trying to decide and decipher which one's going to be a winner. You were saying you think only about 3% of them are going to be killer.
Only 3%. If you go back to the .com age, and all of these companies came out.
Oh yeah, the .com companies. Year 2000.
Yep.
98. Year 98 and 2000.
And they were just coming out the woodworks, but only 3% survived. So why should this be any different?
So that tells you that you can't just blindly do
the best you can.
Do the best.
And the best you can is due diligence, like what we're doing here.
You got to do some things, man.
Shows like ours, and remember, subscribe, make comment.
Yeah.
but get your own research going.
Get your own research.
This is just to tantalize you and tease you a little bit. But it's not that hard. Even us guys, we're not brain surgeons here, but we've looked this stuff up, and we see some opportunity.
Right. Now, remember, guys, we got to remember this. This is vital too. The circulating supply and the maximum supply of the coin. And of course, the circulating supply means that many coins
are about out there.
That are out there and then you got the maximum supply. We got almost 1 billion of these coins. It's like 888,000.
And it's lucky in China because it's 888.
So what does that tell us? That means that there's opportunity to buy this coin because there's almost half of them are in circulation and half of them are not. So that means that there's an opportunity for a lot of growth with this coin.
It's a mid-cap coin. It's a mid-cap coin, which is a good coin to
There you go.
Well, let's look at this 3%. These companies just didn't go away. It was like the Facebooks and the Amazon were buying out these companies. You see what I'm saying? 3% succeeded, but they succeeded under a different name.
Wow.
They didn't fail. They got bought out by the companies that did succeed.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, so that's true too. I mean, some of them did completely die out, but many of them got bought out.
They got bought out.
Got bought out.
Yeah.
We did some research on the founders, developers. We think that's important to understand if there's some transparency.
I was real impressed with those guys.
Transparency of who started and what they're about. We think that's important too, that you kind of look at those factors too, for who the guys are. What problem are they trying to solve? Like we said, they're trying to do a decentralized.
If you'd like to get our data sheets here, our coin analysis, just request them on the when you subscribe down in the comments. Subscribe and then request. And if you're a subscriber, I'll go ahead and send you mine or yours or whoever you want. What we call a coin analysis. And it's just a breakdown. It's not a reason to buy a coin or whatever, but it's the research we did. Hopefully you'll do your own research and then look around, and this will help you even go deeper than what we're able to do.
There you go. And we don't want to spend all the time. And then one final thing, where you can buy Syscoin, you can buy that Bittrex, you can buy that Polynex, and you can buy that Ubit. Those are 3 exchanges that are
pretty popular.
Yeah, pretty popular. There are others, but those are 3. So that's.
And I understand that it's on Bittrex, but Binance. I looked at their Twitter, and they're about to get picked up by Binance. So when that happens, usually there's a little peak in the coin.
Yep.
So
that's another key.
So that's another key to think about when you're looking at coins. But if you're looking for a long-term HODL, which that's what we're doing. Roll with it. It helps it to be on these, but you're not going to pump. You're not looking for a pump so you can dump.
No,
because you dump it and later on this thing's $1,000 coin.
Some of these coins you got to have a relationship with.
There you go.
You got to spend time with.
It's kind of like going out on a date.
Yeah, you got to spend time. You got to develop a relationship. You watch it every now and then.
And then someday you might get that good night kiss.
There you go.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
common sense, isn't it?
You got to hold on.
Well, I want to also, before we leave this coin, I've got some interesting articles and stuff that that'll be on my analysis here, but they've also have in the Syscoin 2.0, they call it 2.2 or 2.2, is that they're also working with the coin to do things like energy trading, real estate, domain names, retail goods, automotive parts and supplies. supply chain, and rough goods. So they don't have just the store in mind here. The store is kind of their rollout. And that's neat to know that it's not just a one-level company. They understand that their technology, that they have the speed. It's like 100 times faster than
huge.
Bitcoin. It's 100 times faster than Bitcoin.
Yeah. Until Bitcoin gets that Lightning network
going.
It's going to be it. But
I think these guys were one of the first. You mentioned that.
Now this
they use a Lightning network.
I caught this out too, guys. You can use aliases with Syscoin. Meaning that you, instead of trying to remember that long address that you have, you can use an alias such as a name.
Like your store. They get right to your store through that.
So that's going to make it more user
on their
friendly.
platform.
Yeah, on their platform. So those are just some of the things.
Well, I'm going to read you one little. They call it the sleeping giant. I read an article about these guys, and they're calling the sleeping giant. So let me read. Syscoin is the hidden gem. The coin that honestly has a pretty colorful history and age and has been asleep for years. In my terms, it can be seen as Shopify, Amazon, eBay of the blockchain world, with the ability to buy and sell things on it with 95% lower fees than the big competitors, less restrictions on the sale, anonymity, speed, and reliability. It cuts out the middleman and just gouges the community while keeping all the features that you would expect. It's been under the radar, though not being in the top 50 coins, but that's going to change, they believe, in this article that I saw on the Medium.
There's more money in your pocket. If you're going to sell your items or whatever it is with Syscoin, mean that you're going to have more money in your pocket.
I got a link on YouTube that has a nice YouTube
get rid of all these different layers between you and your product.
That's right.
So that's Syscoin, guys. I hope that's been helpful. We're a little disjointed. We're hopefully get better at doing this analysis of the coins. But this is what people have asked us. Could you cover this coin or cover that coin? So that's what we're going to do. We're here for you guys, and this also makes us better. So the next coin is the one Carl brought.
It's a coin. Yeah,
it's a slick coin, and it's a little bit in my business of video production and stuff. That's my normal business: advertising, video production, all that. So, as a matter of fact, we're deploying with our company these channels that are on Roku rather, and Apple and that type of thing. And this CDN thing that we didn't even mention the coin. What's the coin? What's it named?
Theta.
Theta. Theta. It's the Theta coin. They're involved in video distribution and streaming, and they're hooked up with a company. What was the name of that company?
Silver or something? Silver.
Who is that? Let me look here. It's decentralized video streaming, and the coin goes for, let me see here, Silver, that's what it is, the Silver.TV company. And the coin goes for only about 13 cents right now. They're going to be 1 billion Theta in circulation eventually.
Well, pull it up, Gary.
Oh, you think I should pull up over here?
Okay.
But think about this. Okay, you got your cable networks, you got the internet. Think of all of these different channels of getting this type of content. And you're going to one place to get it. You can get somewhere in China, you can get somewhere in India, you can get ESPN. Think of all of these different channels. You can go to one place, one price, and get it done.
That's pretty cool.
That's mind-boggling.
Here it is for 12 cents. 12.5 cents.
12 cents.
Down a little bit. We talked about it's bleeding right now.
But, okay, now remember, guys, we look at the circulating supply and the total supply.
Circulating supply right now is 582 billion.
Total supply, they're going to have 1 billion of these coins out there. Is that a billion or is that a trillion?
No, it's 582 million, and there's going to be 1 billion of them.
1 billion of them.
Eventually.
Okay.
Which, for a trading coin, they think is not as the big opportunity to rise in value. But you've got a lot of video you're going to be streaming. And those coins are going to be what incentivizes people to use the platform because they're going to take their. Here's how it works. When you try to stream video from one source, and you've got a centralized source. I always talk about this. The client server. Let's say your server's up here, and it's got 1 million people drawing off of this to watch one video. It bogs down everybody's bandwidth.
Right.
Okay? So this is the problem that it solves. Okay? So the next layer that has been developed from this problem was services called CDNs, Content Delivery Networks. Okay? The CDNs. Now, my company has lots of websites that we've developed, and we have video playing on those websites, and we feed those video players on those websites through Amazon's CDN.
Okay. Through Amazon.
It's a first level CDN. They don't have, they have a lot of computers at the headquarters and a few points around the globe where they feed these servers that they feed it. But they are for companies like mine that have just a handful of clients that are drawing this video down. Now, you get up into the clients who have channels they're feeding content to that are on Roku or Apple TV, and you got millions of people drawing on those. You need a different type of CDN. You need a CDN that has multiple pops around the world. Hundreds and thousands of pops, 1,000 pops, meaning that there's a server that has cache, meaning cache is the remnant of that file that they can distribute over a short distance and deliver all of it in packets quickly so you can see it without that thing going around and around and around.
So you said this is going to remove the buffering.
Right. So
buffering
but it's going to allow guys, you know how they allowed guys to make money with the mining of coins? The miners are going to be the guys who are letting their computers hook up to a network and become one of those.
So this is stream sharing.
Stream share.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Stream sharing.
And you get coins for it.
There you go.
You get the Theta coin because you allowed your computer to help take that load. So see that heavy load? That heavy load is coming.
Right.
And they talk about it in the papers that I've read where, exponential use of video is going nuts.
So once again,
and it's all going over
it's a disruptor.
It's a disruptor,
again.
baby.
So we decentralizing streaming, basically.
So, and you and I can get in the streaming business
there
that way. Because you and I can take, I got a couple computers around here. I'm thinking about joining their network. Really, I'm serious. I've got computers in this office that I can just
not doing it.
Exactly. I can just sit them there because they use the regular GPU. You don't have to have that ISIC or whatever the special video card in there or.
So this is a stream sharing token,
right?
Yeah, and anybody can use it.
Anybody
can share. Anybody can share that streaming.
There you go. So we kind of summed it up. After all this is said, this is a stream sharing token coin, which is going to decentralize streaming, man. So you want
gaming.
Gaming's
a big part. That's huge.
It's all big. So
gaming.
Starting to break it down.
Entertainment.
All that.
Think about people doing business meetings,
calls,
everything that you can think of.
Well, already the internet has disrupted the conference business.
Yep.
How many conferences have you gone to over the years that have just shrunk?
Yep.
Because people aren't going to these shows.
Yep.
Because they've got the video that they can get all their people together and they do presentations one-on-one.
Not catching planes, going to a meeting for 1 hour and then flying back.
Exactly. So that whole market is there. Of streaming those videos.
And then education. Everything that you could think of.
Education's a big one.
How about
medicine? Distant education over.
You got a doctor talking to somebody.
Well, you got ORU. They built
everybody does streaming.
Now, who is this competing with? I don't want to mention the name, but you know who this is competing with?
AT&T, Verizon.
But you got something else start with an N and with an X.
And why are they laying off a lot of people?
That's going to compete with a lot of
N and an X.
You catch it eventually.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to help me.
But that's what's good. It's competing with that industry, man. And that's I like this in one sense because it's.
I can't figure it out. You're gonna have to tell me.
Well, all these coins are disrupting industries that have been around
for years.
They've
been gatekeepers.
Yeah, and so innovation does that. It disrupts. It's just like the car disrupted the horse industry. It never recovered from it.
Mm-hmm.
Uber has disrupted the
taxi industry.
They're never going to recover from it. So it's a matter of, once again, we've talked about this before, get ahead of these new technologies so you can ride them into prosperity, into wealth, because that's what's going to happen. This will not always be a 12-cent coin. I'm telling you that right now. It's going even if it goes to $1, $2 or $3, 2 or 3, 4 years from now, it's no telling what this coin is going to be. It's just not going to tell them, because like you guys just mentioned it, people and the millennials are into this.
So you're saying I should buy it?
I'm saying.
I
can only kind of paint the picture for you.
You got to make that decision. Yeah, nobody's
yourself.
putting a gun to your head.
You got to make that decision yourself.
Hey, you know what I'm excited about, and then we're going to have to wrap it up because you got to run.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't want him sneaking out like he did last week. He disappeared and went from 4 to 3. Boom,
walking out.
Yeah, it's like he got raptured out of here, man. What? Huh? Why not me? Take me too. I think their advisor board is just hot as can be on Theta. Listen to some of the names on here.
Guys,
co-founder of Twitch. You know what Twitch is? It's a big gaming platform that's
Huge.
like the platform very similar to the one we use to do this show.
What do they need? They need speed.
Yeah. A lot of people use, we're using OSB software here to do this show. Some people hook that into, rather than YouTube, they hook it into Twitch.
You know what?
And it's big for gamers.
When I go home right now, all of the boys are in a different room with different computers, and they're gaming.
And your computer's got to have a certain processor.
And you got you got expensive internet. I'll tell you.
Oh no, they do.
They do. You make them pay for it.
Do your thing.
Steve Chen, co-founder of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
come on now.
That's a big name. Now this is a horse he's betting on because he's an advisor. You think he'd put his name on?
He's waiting. He's already he's an advisor, but I guarantee
he already knows that YouTube may have a future that needs to change or become a dinosaur. And the internet has already done that to many industries. There you
go.
When was the last time you bought a newspaper?
I haven't.
Matter of fact, you don't even think about it.
You don't even think about it anymore.
Buying a newspaper. You don't even think about it.
And you know, people today are having trouble just trying to find lining to go into their parakeet cages.
Yeah. You
got looking all over the place trying to find something to line the parakeet cage with.
So if you want to save a tree, you got to go to the internet. So that's he's there because he sees it.
Yeah.
If he didn't see it, he wouldn't be there giving them advice.
Got a founding member of Sequoia Capital China. You've got Travis, a founder of CoinMarket, one of the first U.S. Bitcoin exchanges. Now these guys, here's who else in here that I thought was really good. But you got guys that have started out in the internet.
They've been in this stuff 20 years. These are not novices.
And they saw this. They saw this happening.
They see the innovation.
And they have gotten on board with this Theta coin. So more we talk about Theta, the more I like this coin. I'm glad you brought it up, Carl.
Yeah. Now you can get it on Index. I mean,
IDEX. Yeah, I'm going to go get some. Personally.
Gate.io.
I'm not saying you should, but I think I'm going to get some. IDEX is a cool exchange too, by the way. That is really cool. It uses the MetaMask wallet, and so it's an ECR20.
It's a gaming coin. I mean, I hate to put it that way. They probably don't want to put, but this is going to be big for streaming, and everybody uses the internet for one way or another. You know
what? Education is getting ready to shift. Instead of I'm talking crazy here. You won't need a lot of people going to college.
Well, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
All of this could be live stream. Things are changing.
Well, you take the campus that's in our town, Old Roberts University. They busted out a whole new wing next to the Maybe Center, out there, and it is all long distance learning.
You can almost
And they can give PhDs, and of course they're religious universities, so they're actually training ministers around the world who don't have the opportunity to come here. That giving them true theological training and full, languages of the Greek and Hebrew, right out of that facility.
Well,
there.
let me ask you this, guys, since we on the edge, do you think you?
Are we on the edge?
Yeah, we're on the edge.
Oh my Lord!
Do you think?
Glad you let me know.
Do you think eventually that you can get a college degree without going to college?
Oh yeah. That's happening right now.
I think so. You're talking about prestigious degree.
Right, it's going to become...
Because usually they make you come and be there for a few months.
Just to say that you've been there. But I think probably in the next generation, man, you'll find that more common that people will not go to...
I wonder why they make you come to campus. I think maybe it's because they can
identify. It's a tradition. I mean, you've been doing it for the last 100 years.
You think that's the way to go?
But, yeah, it's eventually come to a place where... you're able to get so much information digital. It's becoming a digital world, man.
Wow.
It's coming a digital world.
You know what?
Wow.
I just got a vision. I think we're about 40 minutes into the show. We try to keep
we
it 30 minutes.
Shut it down.
We got to shut it down. You got to head out.
You got to roll out.
All right, so guys, hope you enjoyed the show. We sure had a lot of fun doing it. We're going to do more shows like this. Next week, we're going to talk about we know Polymath, and we're going to talk about Aurora. But after that, we want you to subscribe, give us some suggestions, and we're going to do a little lottery on the choosing a name, and we're going to use your coin that you chose, and then we're going to also give you, again, an unashamedly plug for my book, and you can win the book. So we'd like you to participate. Let us know if you like the show, if what you do or don't like about the show, what coins you might want to do, have any questions, whatever. And we'll catch you next week.
We can take it.
That's right. We'll talk to you next week. And we're out.